Brenda's got a baby. Chill Will, aka Sir Savant. And yes, to that person in the comments, I am acoustic. But, fun fact, my mother's name was Brenda. R.I.P. Mama. We miss you. Brenda, in fact, had a baby, and that baby is my mother. Shout out, Mama. I love you. Today's video, folks, is going to be about the initial spray versus the dry down. Now, I'm not sure what my mama used to wear, but she used to smell really nice. And like I said before, the older generation, they must have just put pepper in everything because everything was strong back then. I don't know what it was, but I remember when I first got Creed Himalaya, it smelled like my mama for whatever reason. It had to have some similar ingredients or intangibles in it, but yeah, so when I smell Creed Himalaya, mama, every time I think about you. Like I said, we miss you. Love you. Initial spray versus dry down. Have you ever went to go buy a fragrance just because of the initial spray? Not really letting it dry down and seeing what that was like? Rookie mistake. I've done it, okay? Have you ever sprayed something that when it dried down, it smelled way better than when you first sprayed it? That's how fragrances go. Fragrances can be hit or miss, so you have to kind of know what the fragrance is going to do with your skin DNA. I know a couple weeks ago, me and my lady, we smelled the Queen of Silk. I didn't even know it was out. We were at Neiman Marcus. Shout out Neiman Marcus. We need y'all to send us some stuff in the mail for free. But we were smelling some different stuff, and then she looked over at Creed, and she seen a dark purple bottle. Now, she loves Carmina. It's all right. I'm just not a big cherry fan, but she saw the Queen of Silk, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta smell that. It's new. So as soon as I sprayed it, we sprayed a little tester card, and it smelled like somebody just put Pine Sol in a mop bucket and was about to mop the floors. That's what I smelled initially. So I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I wouldn't want to smell it on you too much, but put the tester strip in I think in my back pocket or in the front pocket or something, but we kept the strip, for dry down purposes. So we got home, and I want to say like 3 hours later, I smelled the car, and the dry down was way better than the initial spray. But you can't always go off of the paper because they put bleach, and it's different from skin. So word of advice, if you ever go to a fragrance place, yeah, the strips are cool, but have them sprayed on your wrist or your hand or something to where you can walk around a little bit and see how it performs on your skin. When I first started off with my fragrance journey, I didn't know anything about that. I would just smell it on the card and say, oh, this smells good. And then, you buy it and then you realize that it does different on your skin. But for the most part, fragrances still do well. It's just, it can be different. For instance, the Aqua Media Cologne Forte. Forte is strong in Spanish, once again. You guys knew that already, though. But the Aqua Media Cologne Forte initial spray is not where it's at, in my opinion. The dry down is a little bit better, but it's still not for me. So just because, not to say that all initial sprays are gonna have a better dry down, you really have to test it out. So when choosing a fragrance, especially when you're spending over $100, if you're gonna spend over $100 on something, make sure it's worth it. Because Versace Eros Flame, some people love that. For some people, that is their #1 fragrance. Me, I bought it because the bottle was red and it looked cool. and it had flame in it. I'm a fire sign, Leo. So like I said, the bottle was red. Red is one of my favorite colors, and I was like, I'm just gonna get it. And it's nice, it's okay, but I've had it almost 5 years now, and it's probably not even a quarter gone. So, but I blind bought it. Like I said, I bought it for the name in the bottle, and that's not always wise. But initial spray could transform into something magical. So if you smell something and it doesn't like right away smell good, that doesn't mean it's gonna be, you know, a bad fragrance. Like Nishane, 100 Silent Ways, the X. You know, I'll be on that X over here. Rolling! Not really, I don't do drugs. Sometimes I wish I did, but 100 Silent Ways X, the initial spray is magical. The dry down, I had like 5 things on me that day when I smelled that, so maybe I'm being biased, but I'm gonna have to go back and get that 100 Silent Ways X, or at least a sample. But initial spray versus dry down. Leave something in the comments that you smelled and, you know, didn't turn out to how you wanted it. But until next time, I'm out. Peace.